this new episode. I'm your host, Alex Figueroa, and before we get started, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, smash that bell button, so every time new videos are out weekly, you guys will be notified. But let's get right into my Predator 2 1990 4K Ultra HD movie review. But let's get right into it. This movie, I give this a 3 out of 5. Now, it's a good movie. I enjoyed this for what it is. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the action. I enjoyed the Predator. I enjoyed the story. And I'm not giving it a 4. I'm not giving it a 5. But I enjoyed it for what it was. And I gave it a 3 out of 5 for good. Now, for those of you who do not know what the plot of the movie is, I'm going to give you a spoiler-free version of the plot now.
Los Angeles is enduring a heat wave and a crime wave. So the pressure on police officer Michael Harrigan to solve a strange string of murders is mounting. Harrigan thinks the culprit can be found among the warring gangs and drug cartels, but FBI Special Agent Peter Keyes knows the horrible truth. Their killer is a fearsome extraterrestrial with keen hunting abilities that include superior night vision and the power to make itself invisible.
Guys, that is pretty much the whole plot of the movie. Again, I enjoyed the movie for what it was. I enjoyed Danny Glover. I enjoy Gary Busey as the douche that he is in every other movie when he's the bad guy in Lethal Weapon. What the funny thing is, a lot of the Lethal Weapon 1 characters are in this movie in Predator 2. You got the captain from Lethal Weapon. It's in this movie. You got Gary Busey, of course, is in this movie, which he was the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 1. Then, of course, you got Danny Glover, who was, of course, Murtaugh from the Lethal Weapon series. Again, this movie is great. I enjoyed it. It was kind of weird they took place in Los Angeles. Of course, the movie takes place in Los Angeles in 1997. The first opening act of the movie is just a straight shootout in the streets of Los Angeles. Straight shootout. These dudes are doing like bullets flying all over the place. And then, of course, comes Danny Glover to save the day. But of course, the Predator beat him to it because that was a pretty cool swing when he came crashing through the ceiling. Again, I enjoyed the movie for what it was. And of course, we got the late, great Bill Paxton, of course, as the Lone Ranger. He was great in the movie too. He was the charismatic guy in the film. And I loved him for that character. I thought he was pretty good. And again, guys, if you have not seen this movie, check it out. I know a lot of people hate this movie. They don't think it's good. They think it's outdated. They think it's overrated. They don't think it's a good movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. Again, is it the best sequel out there? Absolutely not. Is it like Terminator 2? It's absolutely not like Terminator 2. But again, it's a good Predator 2 movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed the new gadgets that you got with the Predator. Yes, do you have corny moments in the movie? Absolutely. When the Predator talks, I thought that was corny. But I thought the whole scene in the meat factory was really good. When they all think they could capture the damn guy, and all he did was switch around his vision because they didn't know he has multiple visions in his helmet. And, shit hits the fan until Danny Glover's trying to tell him to get out of it. But it's pretty funny because it sounded like the same sequence in Aliens when Sigourney Weaver, when they all trapped and they all can't shoot their guns because there's like some propane tanks around. And then all of a sudden the aliens start to drop because she knew that it was like an ambush type thing. It kind of felt the same type of movie in that sequence. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Send me a comment down below. But I think they had the kind of same similar sequence when she's telling them to pull out and the guy says no. And then in this situation, Danny Glover's telling Keyes to pull out because he sees the light. And then he says, no, get off the comms. And then he goes in to save the day just like Sigourney Weaver did to go in and save the day. Kind of similar. It's kind of weird, right? But anyway, yeah. I think the movie is good. You guys will have a blast with this, but let's get right into the 4K. The 4K, I give this a 5 out of 5. It is outstanding, and the conversion is very noticeable. The reds are red. The green, when the Predator gets shot up, you see it popping on screen. He looks amazing in this movie. Very clear, especially, again, the warehouse scene when everything is blue and he changes his vision on his mask. You get to see the upgrades right there and then. Danny Glover looks pretty good in this movie transfer. Honestly, the whole movie is clear as crystal, and have not seen as much drops than the first movie. Now, look, the first movie is pristine, clean, HDR to the max. So you get to see the upgrades there. But Predator 2, let me tell you, it's a very good transfer of the film. And you guys have not seen it, trust me. You guys have to pick this up but the only problem is, and what really sucks about this is the fact that Predator 2 only comes in the 4-pack. It's not sold separate. Unless you can get it in Japan or another country, which I bet they sell them separate. But in the United States, the only way to get your hand on Predator 2 is, in 4K, is through the 4-pack that they sold or the 3-pack that they sold at the time that the Predator came out, the newest reboot that came out. But, again, guys, I highly recommend this. This is a very good transfer in 4K. And in video, it's another 5 out of 5. It is stunning. Everybody's so clear. From Bill Paxton, Danny Glover, Gary Busey, they are all standing. They are rich in front of you. The color grading is very good on this. There's no saturation. Very natural palette. Again, when they're chasing each other through the roof, it's very good. When he turns invisible, it's very good. When the rain, or what do you call it, the sprinkler system is on and he's trying to go invisible, he can't but you see it going on and off. It looks very good. Of course, it looks CGI-ish. I mean, there's nothing you can do with that, but it looked actually really good. And of course, the ending, when he falls into the alien spaceship and they're fighting, that looks really good. Again, this is a very recommended movie. I highly recommend it. Again, I give this a 3 out of 5 in terms of movie, but I enjoy this movie. But again, let's get right into the audio. The audio is a 4 out of 5 again. They did not give you a Dolby Atmos soundtrack on this. I really don't understand why not, because these Predator movies deserve the love of audio. They do need this highest Atmos. And I'm telling you, they're going to do it again. They're going to come out like 5 years from now or 10 years from now with the new Predator edition. And then they're going to give you a Dolby Atmos for the first time. And then you guys are going to be so great because they're going to fix the movie even more. And then they're going to give you the best audio version of the film. But again, you're getting 5.1 in this soundtrack and it sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I mean, again, it's a good transfer, but you want that Atmos just like the first movie in 1987 version. You guys want the Atmos. You don't want the 5.1. Again, if you guys can handle it, you guys want it. So, with that said, that's a 4.5. But let's get right into the special features. So let's head right over to the TV and let's check out the special features of Predator 2 from 1990. Enjoy. All right, so we're here on the Predator 2 4K disc, and this is the actual menu, and I'm going to show you guys the extra features. Of course, it's the same as the 1987 version of Predator in 4K. So you got the play, setup, search, and an extra. You got the commentary, of course. Then you got the other commentary with the writers and then the director. So there's pretty much 2 commentaries. It's the same as the first Predator from 1987 4K disc. Again, I don't know what to say about it. That's all they're giving you in a 4K disc. But let's head back and let's finish off this review on Predator 2 in 4K. So there you have it, guys. There is 2 commentary tracks again. I don't understand what the hell is up with this commentary track. They should have gave us the making of, because honestly, I would really love to see the making of Predator 1 and Predator 2, but we did not even get that. We didn't get no extra features except commentary tracks. Again, this pack does come with 4K and Blu-ray and the digital code. Again, I really don't want to go to the Blu-ray because I brought this for the 4K. So again, this does not come with extra features, but I give it a 2 out of 5 for decent. And again, that is a whole total of 19 out of 25. Again, in my rating system, that is a 4 out of 5. It's a great disc. Guys, please run out and get yourself the 4-pack, because that's the only way you could get yourself Predator 2 in the collection. That's the only way you could get it. I know it sucks. They only sold the first one, Predators, and then the Predator, but Predator 2 are not sold separate. The only way to get it are in packs of the 3 or the 4-pack in 4K. So again, guys, that is my highly recommendation. Please pick up Predator 2. You guys will enjoy it. If you have not seen it, maybe you enjoy, maybe not. I don't know. I can't help you with that. But again, I enjoyed it for what it was, and I gave that a 3 out of 5 for good. Before I end this video, me and Mid-Level Critic Ken, we go live every Monday and Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern with our Levels of Geek Live. We cover 4K reviews, media news, and more. And the best part about it is we got a phone line and a chat room where you guys can interact with us live. If you hate movies that you saw, call in. If you saw movies that you love, call in. If there's topics that we're talking about and you want to chime in, then call in. It is all fun Monday and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, and join the community that is growing. And of course, you want to know when we go live, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit those bell buttons, so every time we go live, Monday and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, you guys will be notified. Until then, be awesome to each other, and geek out.